Let's start then. So how are you doing? Are you doing well?
I,
Okay.
sir, I want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
How long is the duration of the class?
The duration would be 30 to 40 minutes, as not more than that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Are you fine with that?
Yes, sir. I have no issue with that.
Okay. Okay. So did you have your school today? Did you go to school today?
No, like I'm going to online school which operates from Pakistan. So in Pakistan, today is holiday. So their
Mm-hmm.
school also holiday today. So
Mm-hmm.
I've quit that school. So today also holiday for me.
Okay. Okay. It's good then. That's good. Okay. So when was your last, did you go to school yesterday?
No, I don't go to school. I go to online school like
Oh, yes, you just mentioned that it's online. Yeah, that's all.
yes.
So when did you have your last class? When was your last class and what
Last
did
class
you?
was
Mhm.
last class was on Saturday. It was a math class and we had a quiz.
Quiz. Okay, what was the topic?
The topic was about ratio and proportion,
Okay, proportionality,
like proportion.
proportions. And was this in triangles or in which topic? Was it just proportions?
Yes, sir.
It was in triangles.
No, not like ratio and proportion. Not that advanced, like
Hmm.
learning ratio and proportions. It was
Okay,
not, yeah.
sure. All right. Okay. So what's the current topic that you are studying in school that you have picked up? What's the latest lesson or the chapter that you're going through?
We are going to this chapter. Our sir told us from
Mm-hmm.
in this week we'll continue this chapter, and by next week the
Mm-hmm.
chapter will be finished.
Okay, so fifth chapter. Let me just look at your textbook. I have your textbook with me. Fifth chapter. So fifth chapter. So that would be your from which unit? Which unit are you in right now? Which unit are you doing in your class?
I don't. I kind of forgot it. I don't
Okay,
remember
what's
that.
the name? Name of the topic. What's the name of the
My name is.
chapter? Fifth.
I don't know what chapter is proportions.
Proportions. The chapter's name is proportions.
Yes.
Okay, let me just see which unit that is in. Just a second, buddy. Hmm, proportions. Number system. Compound. Okay. Compound inverse percentages, calculators, and okay. Okay. Apart from this, I think I have the. What's the name of your textbook that you use? Is it Edexcel International GCSE? Is that the
But
book?
I'm checking, sir.
Let me share the screen with you of the PDF that I
The
have with me. You can
it's
look at it.
I just see math.
Is this the book, the one that you see on screen?
Yes, sir. This one.
Okay, this one. So I'm looking at this page here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is the index for your book, right? So
Yes, sir.
yep. So guide me here with where is the proportions chapter in this?
Oh,
Which
okay, sir. I'm actually seeing where is it was. The sir told me the page, but I kind of forgot the page.
okay, I am on page number 4. It's all right. We will figure it out. But tell me, apart from proportions and the quiz, up until now in your standard and your classes that you're taking, how
Yes.
which is the difficult topic? Like which topic do you find difficult? Is it algebra or is it geometry? Is
We haven't actually reached until geometry. Right now, on topics, I think in my opinion,
Mhm.
I have a bit of issue on understanding the percentages.
Percentages? Okay, all right, and percentages. Okay, let me write that down. Percentages. Okay, and apart from that and algebra, apart from percentages, if we move ahead, do you have any problems? And we have the unit here, percentages and Standard forms, percentages, increases and decreases in percentages.
So, only in percentage increase and decreases. Other than that, I don't have that much issue with that. Only
Mm-hmm.
in percentage and percent increase and decrease.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about algebra?
We
How?
have algebra yet.
Okay, you haven't started algebra yet.
Yes.
Okay. And what about geometry? Is there anything in geometry?
No, we actually haven't started geometry still. Not
Okay, you
yet.
still haven't started geometry either. Okay.
I actually kind of behind schedule, so
Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Things happen. You will get up to speed and complete them. Okay. So percentages is the main problem and main issue here that you're facing with.
yes,
Okay.
maybe one of the main issues.
One of the main issues. Okay. Okay. Then let's take it up here. Let me pick up here. So what do you understand by percentages when you write, when someone says, okay, what do you understand by the word percent?
Percentage is like something like something over 100, like 30% and 30 over
Mm-hmm.
100.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. That is right. And by the word also, mathematics is a little bit tricky for us from, Asian countries and other countries that do not really speak English as their first language. So English not being a first language really makes things difficult for us sometimes. So percentage in its very essence is what you just told me, that a fraction over 100. Okay. So percentage, the word itself also means that we are talking about something for 100 cent. Okay, for per
Yes.
100 fraction, that is, this is a special type of fraction. That's it. To be honest, it's just a special fraction where we talk about a number that has its base as 100. So when we have something like this, we call this, since it has a base of 100, we call this 4%.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we call a percentage, or like a fraction basically. Okay, so percentages are this. And if someone tells you, if I have, let's say, let's begin with 100. Okay, if I have 100 rupees with me.
Yes.
Okay, what is your currency that you use back at your home, back in your city? What's the
We
currency?
use real.
Real. Okay,
Yes.
so one real is made up of 100 halala, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right, this is the spelling. I hope I didn't write that wrong.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
it's correct. All right. So let us make it right then. So if someone says that if you have, let's say, 100 real with you,
Yes.
okay, and if someone says give me 10% of your 10% of your 100 real, so what would you interpret with that thing?
I
10%
would
of
give him 10 real. Boy said he wants like 10% of 100 real. So I would give him 10 reals.
10 real, perfect. And what about if someone says give me 2% of your 100 real?
Yes.
10% would be 10 real. What
Like
about 2%?
I think it would be around 4 reals.
4 reals? Let's work that out once. When you said you would give him 10 real on 10%, 10% would be 10 real. So how did you work that out? You took 10 and then you divided it by, you saw,
100.
100, right? So basically what you did was, you saw here that it was 1/10 of your 100 real, right? This was what you
Yes.
were doing. And 1/10 of your 100 would be 10 real.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that how you understand it? Or how did you figure it out that 10% of 100 real would be 10?
And I like figure out like because 90% of because like
Mm-hmm.
90% of 100 is not 90. So I just figure out like 10% would be 10 and then 20% would be
Mm-hmm.
20 and so on.
Exactly. So what would 1% of 100 real be then? If you went with that thinking, what would 1% of 100 real be?
I think it'd be 1 real,
1 real, exactly. Then 2% would be
2 reals.
2 reals, exactly. Right? That's how you work things out. You figure out the biggest percentage that you can in your head, and then you go down slowly by that. Okay. So you figured out 10% would be 10 SAR, 10 real. So that means that Now if I ask 1%, that would be 1 real then. If I ask
Yes.
2%, that would be 2 real then, right? Now let's say
Yes.
if I have something like instead of 10 real, I have 50 real. Okay.
Yes.
What would 10% of 50 real be?
I think it would be like 5 reals.
5 reals, absolutely 5 reals. When you look at, let's see, when you're talking about percentages also, you can look at whenever you have a number that's 50 real here. So we are talking
Yeah.
about a number that is 50. Now, when we look at the table of 50, let us, what would be 20% of 50 SAR, 50 real?
10% is 20% would be 10 real because 10% is 5. 10% 55 reals, or 20 would be
10
10 real.
10 real, exactly. So what you are doing is perfectly fine in your head, and that is how you go about it actually. So I think you're pretty well versed in percentages, and that is how you do it. It's perfectly fine whatever you're doing right now. There is not a big issue here how you're working them out. Okay, let's say if we have 55, what would that be then? If we have 55 SAR, how would you
Uh,
work on that?
so like 55, 10% or 20% of 55.
Let's start from 10% every time, because that is a whole number, and as humans we are more well versed with working with whole numbers. So what would
So 10%, I think it will be 10 real because like 10% 50 real was 5 real. So 55
Mhm.
would be 10 reals.
Okay, how would you how did you figure out that 10% of 50 would be 5 real?
So like 10 like was 20. Wait, like 50
Mhm.
over.
So 10% of 10% of 50 real was 5 reals, right? So how
Yeah,
can 10% of 55 real be 10 SAR?
because like for 50 we are increasing 5, and so until
Mhm.
also add 5 because we had from
Mhm.
50 real to 55 real. So in the
Mhm.
answer it answer increased by 5 reals.
Okay, okay, but answer me this. We increased from 50 real to 55 real. What is the difference here? We have a difference of 5 reals, right?
Yes.
And 5 reals is what here? It is
5
10%.
10%. Yes.
So we are just increasing 10% from our initial value of 50 reals to 55 reals. So
Yes.
our answer for 10% of 55 reals wouldn't jump to, you know, 10 real,
Yes.
right? It would be 5.5 real would be our answer actually.
Oh, 5 like 5.5 real.
Yeah, 5.5 real actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what the value would increase to. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get it? How we did it? Did you understand
Yeah.
how we went through the process?
Like, can you explain again? I didn't get that.
Okay, let me explain. So we started with, let me change my color. Okay, this was our initial number. 50 real was our initial value. So here we did see that 10% of 50 real,
5
10,
real.
right? Here we cancel out things, and just a second, not this, just a second. I don't know what does, just a second, my pen is not working here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, it's on, it's working. Why is my pen not working? Just a second. Why is it? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, just a second. It's working now.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, so here we had 50 real with us, and I was asking you that how did you figure out 10%? So it was a mental thing that you did that, okay, that is how we will figure it out, like 10% would be 5 real. So the numerical way of finding this would be you would have 10 over here, and then you would divide it by 50. You're trying to find 10% of 50. So
Yeah.
what would you do here? You would do this, and then you would have, what would 1 by 5 be?
From the 5.
What would the decimal value of 1 by 5 be? It would be 0.5,
Yes.
right? And then when you multiply 0.5 into 100%, what would that be?
0.5. 5.
Into 100, what would that be? That would give you,
5.
yeah, let's see. This would be this, 5, this would give you 50. That's working wrong. Let's fix that. 10% of 50. And this should work, right? 10%, 10 of 50 would be 1 by 5, and then you would multiply it with 10. So this would give us 100 by 5, 5 ones and 5 20s. Hmm. How did you figure it out in your head? That is the right way. Why is the numerical way not working for us here? How did you figure it out in your head? Is right actually. That is how I also did that. But right now, this should work. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's move. Let's let's move to a different fraction here. When we did 10% of 100 here, it 10, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then we figured it out. We figured from there that 1% would be 1, 2% would be 2. So let's put our numerical value test here एक बार. Okay, 10 by 100 and 200. So this would cancel our values and this would give us 10. Okay. So when we did over here, 10% of 50 into 100. So this would be this should work. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, let's move to a different topic for now. I think we are stuck over here. Apart from percentages, what about other things? If we leave percentages for a while, because I don't know why I'm messing up here right now. So I do not really want to be stuck here and work on this right now. Instead of that, let's take up another topic for the moment and discuss that before we end the class, so that we know that we are able to work together over things. Okay.
Yes.
What
Yes, sir.
if I have my PDF here? Let me share the PDF with you.
Okay.
So from this, let me know if there's any other topic that you would like to discuss here.
Like today,
Yeah,
like
right now in the next 20 minutes, if you would like to take up any other topic, let's do that.
I don't have any I had about this ratio. I just want tomorrow because tomorrow we have our class.
Mm-hmm.
So I think then only I doubt the percentages. So I can't think about that.
About ratios.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for like tomorrow. I was just gonna explain the further part of ratio. So
Mm-hmm.
I am heading to it that I will just check tomorrow if I have any
Mm-hmm.
doubts about ratios.
Okay, so you're going to start ratios tomorrow in school.
Yeah, like, we have started by last week, but
Mm-hmm.
they're just gonna finish off the topic by this week. But till Saturday, or sorry, till Friday,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna finish because on every Saturday we have the quiz of what we have learned
Mm-hmm.
over the week. So um,
Okay. So every Saturday you have a quiz.
yeah, just to overview how the student is doing
Okay.
for the
Okay. So you started with ratios in your last class, and you had a quiz on Saturday, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. And then you are going to take up ratios again on Monday tomorrow in the
Yeah, from
class.
tomorrow. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just tell me what you understand about ratios. We will discuss ratios then.
So they should start like a relational values, relationship between
Mm-hmm.
two values. For example, I have 500 real and I'm sharing between me and my friends to the ratio of 3 ratio 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would like divide them.
Mm-hmm. What would you do? Tell me the whole thing. You're going right.
Yeah, I'm actually from can you explain me?
So when you're saying that you would be splitting it into the ratio of 3 is to 2
Yeah.
between your friends, what would that be between your friends?
So like first, I would, for example, first I'm giving my friend who has 3. So I would divide 500 by 3 and then give
Mm-hmm.
his a share, like what he
Mm-hmm.
gets. And the rest of
Mm-hmm.
money I will divide it by my other
Mm-hmm.
friend and then the money will be split between both of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 3 is to 2. So you're trying to divide this into 3 is to 2 with your friend.
Yes.
Okay. So how would you start with that? 3 is to 2 would be like giving 3 parts to one friend and taking 2 parts for yourself, right?
No, like I have 2 friends. Like I'm not taking anything for myself. I'm giving 3 parts to one of my friends, giving other two
Mm-hmm.
parts to my other friend.
Okay, so you're giving away the whole 500 real to one friend, and you're going to give 2 parts of it to one friend, 3 parts of it to one friend, and 2 parts of it to one friend, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, all right. So basically, what you're going to do here is you would be looking at how you would be dividing the number 500 between 3 is to 2, the ratio 3 is to 2, right? That is what you
yes,
will be doing. So how, would you divide? Just a second. So here you would be dividing 3 is to 2. uh, So what would you understand here? Since 500 is a whole number, can you say that
yes.
you would be giving one of your friend 300 and 200 to one of your friend?
Especially it's that then what 300 plus 200 equals 500. So you have
Hmm.
split 3 parts to your brother and
Yeah,
the other parts that are being left behind will be your other friend.
yep, exactly. That's what you're going to do here. Just a second, and I said I'm getting a call. I need to take it. Just a second. All right. Sorry about that, Hassan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
yes,
All right. So when we are doing the numerical calculation for this, what we would do
yes,
here is when we are trying to divide this into a ratio of 3 to 2, we would be
yes,
dividing it by 3 by 5. All right.
yes,
And 500 into 2 by 5. Okay. So
yeah,
when we do this here, when we divide this, we would get a value of 300 here and 200
yes,
here. So let's look at that first. Okay. So this would be 5 ones and this would be 500s, right?
yes,
So this
yes,
would become 300 here.
yeah. And then for the other one, you also simplify.
Simplification, the same simplification would go here also, right?
Yes,
So this would become 100 into 2, 200.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So this is how we would be dividing 3 to 2, a real, uh, an amount of 500 real. Okay. So this is what we will have here. Okay. So this is how we would be dividing. Ratios are basically things, we have recipes. For example, we are making biryani or we are making a pizza or we are making something. So when we are making a whole, meal or a dish here, we would have many different uh, things that we are going to use in the recipe, right? We would be using rice, we would be using meat, we would be using oil, we would be using spices, and all of
yeah,
these things are in certain parts, right?
yeah.
We-
For example, like chicken is three
yeah,
parts, like the spice
yeah,
garden.
yeah, everything would be in some sort of a relation to each other. Like if we are using 3 parts of chicken, like maybe we are using 3 kgs of chicken here,
Yeah,
so we would be using maybe 6 kgs of rice,
yeah. If you're using 6 kgs of rice, so you might use 9 kgs of chicken. Go like
yeah.
it. The
Hmm.
ratio can be equal.
Yeah, we can do that. Like it depends upon everyone's recipe, but we will always have a certain ratio, right? If we are using 6 kgs of rice and 3 kgs of chicken, we could say that the ratio here is that for every 1 kg of rice,
Yeah.
we would be using, what would be the ratio here be? Here, when we look at the ratio 6 by 3, this would be, this would come out to be 2 by 1. So this means that for every 2 kg of rice, we use 1 kg of chicken.
Yes, rabbit.
Right? This would be the ratio that we are coming across,
We have like every 2 kgs of rice, we're using 1 kg of
right?
chicken.
1
Yeah.
kg of chicken. If we use again 2 kg of rice,
So we're gonna use one kg of rice.
1 kg. So right now we are at 4 kgs of rice and 2 kgs of chicken,
Yeah, so like for
right?
the next we lose four kgs of rice and we lose 2 kgs of chicken.
2 kgs of chicken. And then if we are to come to our current situation of 6 kgs of rice and 3 kgs of chicken, we would go to 2 kgs of rice again. We
And then
use 1 kg of
chicken.
chicken again. So we come to our original, you know, composition here of 6 kgs of chicken, 6 kgs
Yes.
of rice, and 3 kgs of chicken. So here, when we look at the recipe, we would say that the ratio of rice to chicken is 2 is to 1, which
Yeah,
means uh,
two to part one.
two parts is to 1 parts of chicken, 2 parts of rice, and 1 part of chicken. Now we can
Yes,
also add the fact that we are going to use, let's say, um, oil. We are going to use oil to cook, right? So let's say we are using uh, 3 liters of oil to cook all of this.
yeah,
So what would be the ratio of rice to chicken to oil? Okay, so we have 3 different quantities here now. So here we
yeah.
would see the ratio of, we saw that the ratio of chicken, rice to chicken,
Yes, chicken is two
2
two
is
kgs of rice equal
2 is
one
to 1.
kg of,
Yep,
yeah.
that is the ratio. Now if we look at the ratio of rice and oil, it's also 2 is to 1, right?
Yes.
Now if we
Kg is
look at,
two.
yeah, and then if you look at the ratio of chicken to oil, that is 3 kgs of chicken over 3 kgs of oil. So this would be, this here would come out to be 1 is to 1. For every kg of chicken, we would be
You got
using
one liter
one
of oil.
1 liter of oil, right? So if we have to write these three things here together,
Yeah.
What will be the ratio of rice, chicken to oil? We would first of all write the original value, 6 kgs of rice, 3 kgs of chicken, and 3 liters of oil. Okay.
Yeah,
So what is the what would be the, can we write the 6 as 2 into 3?
yeah, because 20 equals 6, and then
Yeah.
3 into 1. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this thing. And then can we say that we can take out 3 as common here from all of these numbers? Can we say that, since 3 is common here, can we
Yeah,
take 3 out? So if we
and we
take
can,
3 out, we would be left with 2 is to 1 is to 1. Does that make sense?
yeah, because like you two with for two, and then 3 divided by 3 equals 1, and then
Yeah,
2 1. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. So here we would come across this statement now, that for every 2
2 kg.
parts, 2 kgs of rice, yes, let's use kgs, 2 kgs of
Right.
rice.
Rice will use 1 kg of oil and
Yeah,
1 kg of chicken.
1 kg of chicken and 1 liter of oil.
Yes.
All right. So ratios are basically talking about how things are related to each other. All right. Like if we go to a picnic, let's say. So if we go to a picnic, we would say for every person we are going to take 2 sandwiches, or
Yeah.
maybe uh, 2 sandwiches, or maybe 2 apples. So that would mean that one person, two
Yeah.
sandwiches. Right. So this would mean that the ratio of persons to sandwiches is 1:2, right?
Yes.
Which means for every person would get 2 sandwiches.
Yes.
That would be the ratio, 1:2. One person gets 2 sandwiches. Now, if we flip the ratio here, let's say we say 2 persons. If we flip
Equal.
the numbers, 1 sandwich.
Yeah.
If we say that we are going to flip the numbers here, this would mean 2 persons will get 1 sandwich, which means 2 people will be sharing 1 sandwich here,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And the ratio would be 2:1, right? So
Yes.
ratios are very practical in their usage, and that is how you should try to look at them in real terms. Like how would we do that, right? We have ratios in real life that say that for every 1,000 people, we have one doctor in our country. There are certain ratios which say how many doctors do we have.
And like for example, you can say for like every
Mhm.
1,000 person, we have like 3 doctors every 1,000 person.
Yeah, you can say that. Like that is how ratios are worked upon. Like you take a relation and you try to see what kind of a relation we are making in terms of numbers there. Okay, so
Okay.
that is how it works. Like in schools also we have ratios. Like in class we also have ratios between girls and boys. Like for every girl that is in your class, how many boys are there? Like for every teacher, how many students are there? Okay,
Yes.
right. So if your school has, let's say, uh, 20 teachers and your 100 students.
Yes.
Okay, so when we look at the ratio here, we would look at 20 over 100. This was
Yes.
teachers and students. Now we would simplify this fraction, and then we will have two ones and fives. So we are here with this number 1:5. Now we would interpret this number as for every one teacher we have 5 students.
Yes.
For
Every one teacher, we have 5 students.
one teacher we have 5 students. Okay, how did we arrive to that particular information? We were given this information that we have 20 teachers and we have 100 students. So for
Yeah.
every one teacher, how many students do we have? Okay, so
So just divide by 100. Just divide
yeah,
by 100 equals 5 students. So like
5 students. Yes, we can go the other way around. We can say we have 100 students,
divided by 5.
100 students and 20 teachers. Now the
Yeah.
ratio would be between students and teachers. So that would mean dividing 100 over 20. So this would give us 5:1. So this would
That's
mean
like
that for every 5 students, there is one teacher. So
Yes.
if we are going to divide a project, then we would be dividing the teacher and teacher and student ratio in this thing, that every 5 students will have one teacher to mentor them to a project or to a exam or something like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
ratios need to be looked into in a practical way, and usually ratios are given with practical use cases to us, and that is how we will look at them. Okay, so
Okay.
whenever you are doing ratios, just you think about dividing them. You look at them as fractions as you did in percentages also. Okay, that would help you in clearing your confusion. Go back to fractions. If you feel
Okay.
confused, go back to fractions, divide things with each other in whatever ratio they are being asked. Look at the language of the question. Look at the fact that are we being asked a ratio between teachers or students or teachers. So whichever way this question is framed in, like you're being asked a particular ratio of students or teachers, look at that and divide according to that particular information. Are you being asked to find the ratio of chicken, rice and oil, or are you being asked to find the ratio of oil, chicken and rice? Okay, so
Yes.
look at the order of the information that you're being asked to give the answer in, so that would help you in understanding ratios much better. Okay,
Yes.
and let me just shift my screen over here to your textbook, and just a second.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen here?
Yeah, yes, I can see it.
Okay, let us go to we were working with ratios, right? Ratios for you as in which chapter? Let me just look at that and we will end the class then, so that whenever we take up our next class, hopefully we
It's
will.
in unit 3, I think. Unit 3.
Unit 3.
Yeah, on the top of the page I saw, and I think our sir told us the page was, I think it's 240 and two something, but I cannot remember the exact number, but it's around like 240.
Around 240. Okay,
Yeah, or
let me.
maybe even well, because I don't remember that.
No worries, no worries. We will figure it out. It's all right. Let me look at it. Number, fraction, standard forms, time. Okay, it's in unit 3, page number 175.
Yes.
175.
Yeah, I think it's here. Yes.
Yeah, it is here.
So we are right now in class. We are currently on page like 191.
191. Okay,
Yeah,
let me.
that's the further I can remember. Maybe one less, but so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think in the last on Friday we had class and the sir told us like was one. I think it was like 191.
Okay, 190. Unit 3. Yep, I
One.
can see compare ratios here, over here.
Yes, this is the one like comparison.
Compare ratio, find quantities using involving ratios, and yep, okay. Let's look at this and end the class here. Are you doing your LCM and HCF well? Are you able to do the questions related to HCF and LCM?
So for the LCM, I have learned a bit about it. So like
Mm-hmm.
I can say I can do some questions of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. We came a little too ahead of ourselves. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
this chapter.
hmm, all right.
I
Okay.
think we have done till question number. The battery picture we have
Mm-hmm.
done till that one. So tomorrow we'll go
Mm-hmm.
forward.
Okay. It's all right. So do remember this thing that ratios are nothing but fractions, and you would be dividing things in their, in the given ratio, that given information, how you interpret it, that's the main part in
Okay.
understanding things there. Okay.